war, that's psychological warfare. They basically was telling you what the fuck is gonna happen. What's happening now? That's what happened. That's what the influx of the immigrants is for.
Wow.
You gonna look up one day, they gonna have on uniforms. And then what you gonna do? They getting paid to come here. They telling you that. They get paid to come here. When they coming across the border, they asking them, where you going at? I'm going to Chicago. I go to Baltimore. I'm going to Pittsburgh. Like they tell you where they going. They getting paid to come here. They got a card. They got fucking visas, like a MasterCard and Visa. They getting paid. That's why they going into the hotels. Their rooms is paid for, everything. And one dude, I posted it the other day. No, that's the shit that people don't look at that I post. The dude say on a bed and breakfast, right? And close to the Canadian border in the United States. Somebody called him. They wanted to rent his bed and breakfast. Is like nice size. They wanted to rent it for a certain amount of time. He took the money, rented it to him. Then they called him and said, "You gonna be receiving crates. Don't open them." He get the crates and all that. He said, "Fuck it." Something kept telling him to open. This is real life shit. He's telling him to open the crate. He opened the crate because he got all these dudes and they from all over the place. They speaking different languages. They all kind of shit. They just young men, 18, 25, 30 years old.
Yeah.
He say, open up the crate. The crate's full of ARs, M16s, uniforms, combat boots, all of that shit. Then he said, fuck that shit. He said it took him about a day to think about it. He said, I'm not giving this shit to them. So he said because he couldn't get out the contract, the people paid him whatever. He said he took the crates and hid them bitches. He got somebody to come and get the crates and hid them bitches. He said I just deal with the consequence. But he was basically telling people like this is what's going on. We need to pay attention. Like
Facts.
When the car exploded at the border a couple weeks ago, the Canadian boy.
it's not a game, man. We think it's a game. What's going on, man? It's your boy Samuel Speaks.
Yeah, and that's your boy Rob King, man, and welcome to the Bro Show.
Yes, sir.
Our man Big Tone not with us today, but he's here with us in spirit.
Yep.
That fat motherfucker.
First it was 4, then it was 3, now it's 2. We're gonna do what we gotta,
We gotta
do.
do what we gotta
It
do.
is what it is.
So today's topic, before we jump into topics,
Go ahead.
before we jump into topics, yo, what's been going on? How you been feeling, champ?
Tired, mentally drained.
Oh man,
I am.
I think that shit going around.
Give me one second.
The mental.
I am going through some life altering shit right now. That's what made me come up with the top because I had I'm taking care of my dad. I had to move my dad. My dad was living in Annapolis. And I had to go down. Him and my uncle been living together for about 10, 15 years. My uncle had a stroke. My uncle up in age.
I hear that.
Yeah, my father think my uncle has got the beginning stages of Alzheimer's. My dad, he got all of the shit you see from Vietnam, Camp Lejeune, the everything. Anything you can name, he got that shit. My father had in the last 2 years, he done had his liver burnt 3 times for recurrent tumors. He don't have no cartilage in his knees. He can't really walk. Basically, he can't be on his own. You know, but he a tough old bird, ex-Marine, and you know, he did it for as long as he could. He can't do it no more. So I had to go down and get him and take him, and you know, it's just a whole situation where my wife had to move out of my room because for his comfortability, he needs the bathroom like right there because he can't move around. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So I had to give up my room, move to a different part of my house. He can't drive no more. I ain't gonna say he can't drive. He can drive if he want, but he's not driving. I had to drive him like the day I just maybe 30, 40 minutes ago coming up from Annapolis from taking him to the doctors and to come do the show. And maybe like 2 weeks ago when I started this leg of my journey, I posed a question on Facebook like, who the fuck is really gonna take care of you? Because people be out here and we so selfish and we worry about all of the distractions and all of the bullshit, but we never sitting down like planning and structuring our life for the situations that's to come. And that's because I know what it's about, is because the family dynamics is not like it used to be.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. It's funny, you know what I mean? And I'm going to piggyback off of last week when I was talking about life insurance. You know what I mean? I took my son to get him life insurance. He's 25. You know what I'm saying? He not perfect, but everybody got some shit going on in their family where you got members that ain't perfect. So if somebody want to say something, fuck you. You know what I mean? But yeah, he 25, and I got him life insurance, and I had to sit him there and explain to him, this is what it's for. This is how you do it. This is this, that, and the third. It don't cost shit, and to make sure that it's getting paid, that shit automatically come out my account. You get what I'm saying? Like, because right now, I told him, I said, don't worry about it. I said, let me get everything kicked off, but this shit gonna definitely fall on you. I said, it don't cost me nothing. I'm gonna pay this shit. His shit cheap too. His shit like 31 a year. 31 a month. $31 a month.
Nothing, no money.
I could pay that shit up for the whole year.
Two
You know what I'm saying? That shit's nothing. But he's secure. If something happened to him today or tomorrow, he good. You get what I'm saying? But to piggyback off of what Sam was saying, man, as far as who gonna take care of you, this is why you gotta do right, man. You gotta do right by people. You gotta do right by your family.
I'm telling you, this shit.
You gotta do right by your kids.
This shit, when I'm asking this question, the dynamics of this shit is connected to every fucking aspect of your life.
Yes, it
when
is.
you break it down, it's connected to every fucking aspect of your life. Who you was doing right by. You got kids that you don't fucking even know. You're not raising them. You running around and acting like your ass ain't gonna get fucking 60 years old, 65 years old, and you keep sitting thinking you just gonna be functioning with a sweatsuit on, slick ass old man. Nigga, you gonna be wearing Depends and all of that. And I'm saying that because you have to look at the state of the world. The food ain't right, the water not right. You're gonna be fucked up health wise because they're gonna make it that way.
Facts.
Right? So, what are you doing to fucking cultivate those fucking relationships that you need? Because my wife used to joke all the time, like she wanted to have a certain amount of kids, and she always used to say at least one of them gonna do right and take care of us. And it's not a game. It used to sound funny, but that shit ain't funny. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, man, watch what you doing to your kids and watch how you treating people, man, because they'll have your ass like Charles on the movie, dunking you in the slapping you upside your fucking head.
Put your ass in that motherfucking tub and you can't fucking breathe while you're a vegetable. But nah, man. The tie into the kids part. I gotta be honest, and I'm pretty sure it's a lot of y'all parents out here that agree with me. But these days, see, I'm speaking from a single aspect. I'm not speaking from a married aspect. Sam's situation is totally different from mine. So anybody that's married, of course, you're co-parenting. You got and how your kids.
But it don't. Let me say. I don't mean to cut you off, but it don't mean nothing because you got these women that's married to men that don't want to help nobody do shit. They don't want to. They don't want.
Well, that shit go both ways, bro.
A parent to move in, and they don't want to take away from the income to help take him to. It's like it's a lot of shit that going on with this shit, yo. It's a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, I know that goes without saying. But I'm speaking from the aspect of with the kids, and I was going somewhere with the whole thing.
Okay.
Like, I was just talking earlier to another friend of mine about how these kids act. And I was like, just throw the whole fucking generation away. Because it's crazy how, like, back in the day, what wasn't tolerated was you talking back to adults, you disrespecting older people, you going word for word.
My father just said something to me about that going out the
ate
door.
what was on your plate. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't no whole bunch of you feeding these kids this garbage or none of that. You had parents that cooked and you ate. It was a whole different thing back when we were coming up. Now, you got these kids thinking they your equal. And
Yeah.
why they think they your equal is because you got these parents that
They want to hear
they
my
want
booty
instead
hole
of being
brown.
instead of
They want to hear. They want they
instead
with
of
their
being your
kids.
fucking kids' parents, you so concerned about other goofy shit that you try and be your kids' friends. And I'm not the perfect father in no way, shape, or form, am I? But what I'm saying is, instead of trying to be these motherfucking kids' friends, be their motherfucking mother and their father. I'm not smoking with my kids.
No,
Not me.
I'm not. I
I'm
can't.
not. Hold.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna make no fucking excuses and allow my kids to smoke in my house either.
No.
Oh yeah, well, I'd rather them smoking here than to go. Come on, man, you making fucking excuses. Stop letting these kids do what the fuck they want to do, and then make excuses for them when shit happened to them. Next thing you know is it's just that and the third. Take some fucking accountability and some ownership. Put your fucking foot down and put your foot in these kids' asses.
A lot of that shit be guilt, because at the end of the day, they know they fucked up with somewhere along the line, and then they feel guilty about it, so they just. Some women don't want their kids to have pressure, but you can't function in this world without pressure.
Another thing,
Just,
I'm
that's
in
just what
therapy.
it is.
I'm in therapy and shit. I've been in therapy for I want to say like 6 months, 6 or 7 months now. So I was talking to my therapist yesterday.
And in black people, ain't nothing wrong with that. Take your ass
Yeah.
and talk to some fucking body.
Therapy is good. Trust you, believe.
The fuck?
When I first got into it, I used to think that therapy was for crazy people.
No.
Therapy is
If you
helpful.
get the right therapist, it'll pull shit out you that you didn't even know was going on.
It's very helpful. But along the lines of why me and my therapist was talking and shit, like my therapist explained to me, like, look, people are in these. You got some parents. They try to live their second childhood through their kids of shit that like they traumatized by shit that happened when they was little. So they get these things where I don't want to do this to my child, and I don't want this. I'm not gonna beat my child. I'm not gonna this, and I'm not gonna that because I didn't like beatings and I didn't like vegetables. So I'm not gonna make my child eat vegetables. And I'm this and I'm that.
Man, my wife went through that.
Don't
You too hard on them. What the fuck? The world ain't gonna let up off of them. What the fuck I'm gonna let up off of them for?
Listen, man. And like I said, like I ain't no, I'm not no doctor. I can't diagnose nobody. I can't do none of that shit. But I am gonna voice I'm a man with an opinion, and I'm gonna voice my opinion. You ain't gotta agree with that shit, but I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. Where I'm at with it. Stop making excuses for the bullshit. I mean, it's no other way.
That takes accountability. A lot of
no
motherfuckers don't
way.
want. They
It's
don't
no
want. They don't
fucking
want to
way.
take accountability.
We living in a world, where motherfuckers act like it's something wrong with, like, okay, I did this, I'm wrong. I need to regroup and get it together and let me do this now. What the fuck is wrong with taking accountability, saying you were wrong or I did this wrong and this, that, and the third? That's the problem with a lot of people. A lot of people don't want to take accountability. They want to blame people, play the victim, and a lot of people
It's
attention seekers too.
It's a learned behavior though. So if that's what you saw, that's what you repeat. Something my father told me when I was young about dating women, right? And he used to always say, if you want to really be with that woman, go and meet her mother. Like, be around her mother a couple times. Be around the aunts or whoever the women is that's around her constantly, because that's who she is. Unconsciously, you do what your parents did. I know, because I'm doing it now. I do what my father did. Like, you know what I'm saying? My father always been to make sure to take care of everybody. It's just my turn to take care of him, and I'm the same way in my whole family, both sides, my wife and everybody family. I hope everybody the same way my father did, because that's what I learned. So I learned behavior. Right. You know what I'm saying? But most people don't want to take the accountability of saying that they went the wrong route with something. You know what I'm saying?
I just find that shit. I just find it hilarious, because my whole thing is how you not take accountability. Like, it's like
some people are gonna take that shit to their grave. They not gonna never say that they was in the wrong.
That shit is like crazy.
I'm telling you, man. I got my.
I got a lot of friends
like my
and
cousin,
family like that.
That's
bro.
what I'm trying to tell you, man. I got something happened to my little cousin, right? And when people get on their deathbed, they feel guilty about something, and they start telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but that's kind of too late. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, nigga, we had the last fucking 5 years you doing shit to me or whatever, and then you know what I mean. Now cause you get ready to go see the bright light is a problem. You know, and it's like, how do you feel? How do you feel about that? You know what I'm saying? How do you want me to feel about? Cause you trying to make it right? Cause that's the way I'm see it. My problem is I see shit for what it really is.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's my biggest problem in life. I don't live in a false sense of reality.
Right. But that's that.
And that's what made me pose this question. Like, what the fuck are you out here doing? Like, I'm not taking nothing away, and I'm not poking at nobody. I'm not downing niggas for doing whatever they do. I'm saying this because I've done dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I speak on something, it's not to down or point the finger at somebody or talk
That's a good point,
shit
D.
to them. I'm not doing that. I'm just giving some light to situations that niggas don't think about. You know, you out here, you looking slick, that shit all good, you making your bread or whatever, my nigga. What are you doing with these relationships? And not just the niggas in the street. You know what I mean? I'm like, your fan, I'm talking about all of your relationships, because at the end of the day, it'll be a motherfucker that's not your blood that'll help
That'll
you
help
take
you
care of
out fast.
So I'm just saying, it's
I
like,
say that all the time.
and I'm talking about the relationship aspect of it, because the young motherfuckers don't care about relationships.
I'm gonna say this,
You
bro.
know what I mean? But
and this is, I didn't mean to cut you
But-
off, but I gotta say this, and this is a true statement to anybody, and I'm sure that everybody watching gonna feel me on this. Family, blood don't make you family.
no, it don't.
I don't give a fuck
It don't.
what's going on, how it's going on. Blood does not make you fucking family.
It don't.
I got family members that I don't speak to and won't hesitate, but I got friends that's more family than my own fucking family. You get what I'm saying? Like that, I'm talking about that jump through hoops that'll call you. Yo, what's up with you? Damn, nigga, you ain't even hit me today. You good?
I used to have this
That shit crazy.
this way of thinking when I was coming up, and like not dealing with a lot of females and not doing, because I used to always say that, who the fuck who gonna come see me? I'm in the feds, or I'm locked up. Who the fuck sending me over?
Man,
You know what I'm saying? And then when the kids come into play, it get a little deep there, because that's where you niggas really fall off at. Because when you bring another life into the world, that's your responsibility until they're capable of taking care of themselves. So you out here, you run around fucking with all these different women and don't even have a relationship with your kid. You think you just throwing money at a fucking hole. You know what I'm saying? And then you get older and you get mad because your child don't want to have a relationship with you. They don't even know how to have a relationship with you, because it was no situation where y'all really had a relationship. You know what I mean? Not to cut you off, my son just was telling me yesterday, one of his homeboys lost his kid's mother. So he got to take his kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this the shit that I be talking about. You got an 8-year-old child, you got a relationship, but you don't have a deep relationship. And now the mother gone and you got to wing it. You know what I'm saying? When I say wing it because a lot of people don't know how to be parents because their parents weren't parents and still ain't parents. You know what I'm saying? Your mother and father are big-ass grown children. You know? They want to argue, fuss, and fight all the fucking time about nothing. You know what I mean? That's what you used to seeing. So that's what these motherfuckers go out here and they do. They keep duplicating what the fuck they learn. Because just because you think they don't act like you now, they got your traits. It's just a certain situation gonna come about for it to come out. You know what I mean? I see my kids. I know my kids pay attention to me because all I got my work ethic. They get the fuck up and they go to work. You know what I'm saying? Or they go to school. You know what I'm saying? They are doing something because they know if they don't, they father gonna have his foot in their ass. You can't stay with me and not do nothing. You in here eating up all the motherfucking Fruit Loops and shit. And you know what I mean? Drinking up my almond milk and fucking up my cookies and shit. And what the fuck? You know what I mean? That's gas and electric right now. Nigga, man, my wife was just breaking that shit down.
Yeah.
On the cost of that shit, it's like, we go to Walmart the other day, I get some shit for my father. I think I spent $80, $90. I only had like 4 things. Like, it's not a game out this bitch. And people out here acting like, yo, this shit ain't really popping off like it is.
I tell people,
Nigga, you right now, at this point, whatever family members that you close with, all of y'all should be living in one fucking house. Y'all should be contributing to one group of bills. All of y'all shouldn't be somewhere paying $1,800, $1,900 a month just in rent. I ain't even talking about your fucking gas. I ain't even talking about your gas and electric. I ain't even talking about your food bill. And then all you niggas want to throw all your slick shit on top of that. You niggas is not, y'all ain't fooling me. You ain't fooling me, nigga, when you come in there with that fucking them jewelry and all them slick ass shoes on. You ain't fooling me. Nigga, I keep trying to tell y'all, you niggas be looking at me like something wrong with me, nigga. I'm not spending my money on dumb shit. I'm not. I'm just not gonna do it. You can look at me any kind of way you want. I ain't trying to keep up with the Joneses. I know who I am. I know what the fuck I'm capable of doing. I don't gotta show it to you. Who the fuck is you? You don't live where I live at. You know what I mean? You gotta get an understanding of that.
But that's called being secure in your being, knowing who the fuck you are, and don't have to question it no matter who the fuck say what or what. Like I say this shit day in and day out. People out here live by people's
Public opinion.
by public perception. Yeah. What this person thinking, how that person think, how they feel, is how people are living their lives. Like, that's their reality is based off of social media likes and who feel what and how a person gonna judge you. And let me tell y'all something. I don't give a fuck what you think about me.
You can't.
At all.
You can't.
You can feel how you feel. You can stay what the fuck you say.
You can't.
I ain't. You feel how the fuck you feel.
And I'm not. Like I said, I'm not down on nobody. Not pointing the finger. I ain't mad. I'm not mad at y'all for dressing up like a bunch of superheroes. Or looking like the motherfucking big tall soldiers off Wizard of Oz with them big dumbass fur hats on and all. I'm you know what I mean? That shit funny to me. You know what I mean? It's shit funny to me, yo, because it's like you spend all of that money on whatever name brand shit you think is the shit, and then 5 minutes later, here come the next shit that you gotta buy. And you just spending, and you out here fronting to these motherfuckers what they know too. Just the funny part. All of y'all fucking know, because all of y'all phony as a motherfucker. So y'all already know who the fuck is phony and who not.
Right.
You already know, because all of y'all following the same fucking trend. Doing the same shit.
Man, listen.
No originality. Everybody want to do with whoever the fuck they see in some book or social media or whatever the fuck it is. And then, like I say, I'm going to spin it back into that. You wasting and spending all that money on that shit and not securing your fucking future. You understand what I'm saying? You're not securing your future. Some of you niggas don't even have a fucking home. You're renting. So even if the fuck you did have a stroke.
Talk that shit, shorty. People don't understand it. Talk your shit.
If you had a fucking stroke or heart attack or you got sugar or your kidneys fucked up, I'm naming all of the shit that's going to happen because it's happening. We know niggas. I got niggas younger than me having strokes.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I mean,
you don't even got a place for your fucking child or somebody to help you. You may have to go into a facility or a home and you don't even got fucking insurance.
I mean, fuck just life insurance. Some motherfuckers don't even go. Let's go for men and women. Some people don't even go to the doctor on the regular.
I'm trying to tell you, man. It's like
let's be clear. It's like, I get that myth that was said about men don't go to the doctors. And let me tell y'all something.
My doctor get tired.
I go every 3 motherfucking months. Me,
I go
personally.
More than that, nigga. I'm the type of nigga. Something don't feel right. Something don't look right. I'm out.
With my body, you can call me what the fuck you want to call me. I'm running to the doctor. I have a primary care doctor.
I have a primary care doctor.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers can't say that they got primary care doctor. I have a primary care doctor. I make sure I go see my primary care doctor to know what the fuck is going on with me. If I feel off in the slightest bit, I'm all asking her.
This shit is
I got a
about,
personal number. I'm calling her first. Hey, look, this, the boom, 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 and I'm gone. Fuck
and
that.
this shit is about, to me, this is
Niggas getting
my
old, man. I'm
me,
pushing 50.
This is my personal perspective on life. Life to me is about sacrifice. You gotta give up something to get something else. My wife probably been working where she working at. She I think she told me the other day she got 6 years and she can retire from that. But one of the main reasoning for working there is to have insurance on all of us. Do you understand? That's a sacrifice. She could have went and was doing some other shit just to make the bread. You understand what I'm saying? You just got the best situation for us insurance. It's like these are sacrifices that people make. You know what I'm saying? It's like because you thinking about your fucking future. Like it's a lot of y'all not thinking about that shit, man. When I see y'all, I'm talking real shit. You not worried about that shit. You worrying about your nails and your hair. And,
I got
you know what I'm saying? That type of shit.
I got a comment up here that I wanted to read back. The girl Dietrich, she said Mexicans, Indians, Chinese all band together until they all get on.
Who they learned it from?
We too busy trying to compete.
Let's answer this.
And
question.
that's the truth.
Who they learned that from? They watched us doing civil rights. They knew everything that we did. When my grandmother came up here from fucking Mobile, Alabama, she was the first one. She worked her ass off, and one by one, she got them all up here. They lived on Hunter Street, which is an alley street, East Baltimore, with a dirt basement and 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom upstairs, but you had to walk through the bedroom to get to the bathroom. I know this because my aunt bought every fucking house on the block after they made the money. The smartest one, they paid for her to go to college. It's like that's what the Latinos are doing now. All I'm not Mexicans. I gotta say that they're not all Mexicans. They say Latinos.
Yeah, because that offense. That's offensive.
That's like saying nigga.
That's
all
offensive.
I'm not Mexican. But that's what they do. They all work together. I got a different respect for them. After working with them for the last 20-something years, they have to live a double life, meaning they have to make enough money to live and survive here because the cost of living is the same wherever they from. It's poor. They don't make that much money. So they have to send money to help take care of the family that's there while they living here.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And you wonder why they work so much and they working because there's people fucking depending on them. You know what I'm saying? I got one motherfucker that rode with me, man. He renting a house. I think he's paying like $1,300 a month. He got the permission to break the house up. He took, when I tell you every fucking place he could put a room in that bitch, he had a room in that bitch and it was just him and his girl and they had their room. They all shared bathrooms. He cut the basement off and he was making $1,000 over the rent. And everybody want to know how the fuck he got 2-3 cars and all that. He was putting his work in. Niggas don't want to do that. When you got black families don't want to do shit, you live in a big ass house and you warming and fucking cooling the roaches and the crickets and shit. Cause you got rooms and shit that you don't even go in. You got rooms full of clothes and shit you just holding on to. Here it is, your grandmother still living in the raggedy ass, dilapidated fucking house around the way. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that people saying that what they don't want to do. Because, you know, like, I just went through that shit with my father. My father wanted to be, like I told him, I said, you think you tough. Nobody trying that shit. I'm packing this shit up. I'm coming down here, and I ain't going through this shit. I'm throwing it away. Ain't anybody wants something, they can have it. In 2-3 days, I had everything on the back of my dump truck. I ran 2 dump. I'm not playing. It's like, you going to listen to me. I'm in control right now. You know what I'm saying? Not in no disrespectful way, but we not doing all that fucking bullshit. We gonna do what we need to do for you to be okay. You know what I'm saying? Some black people scared of it. Parents, even though your parents 80, 70, 80 years old, you still afraid of them. But fuck that. You gonna have to learn to listen to your child at some point. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know everything. This is a different time period.
It's a humbling experience.
It is,
because
man.
I just had this conversation. I was on the phone with my mother yesterday, and we was on the phone for a minute together, and I just got to, you know, every now and then I talk to my mother. I try not to, you know, get too personal, but then other times, like yesterday was one of the days.
Questions.
Well, yesterday she just got to breaking it down to me. Like my sister said something to her that she actually listen to. And it was like, you
'Cause
know,
they at
because
that
our
age. My
parents,
father told me, he said, man, I'm
our
gonna listen
parents,
to you.
our parents are
I'ma
fucking
listen.
stubborn, man.
Because I'm trying to explain to him how he should be eating, you know what I mean, in the situation that he's in and all of this. At first, you know, you want to keep drinking coffee, that shit ain't good for you, man. I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? It's like all of that type of shit. And then just in a week's time, just because he listened to me a little bit,
Shit changed.
he told him he can't. I told him, I said, you can't smoke in my house. Oh, fuck what you do. You can't smoke in here. You can't walk, so you can't go outside on the porch and shit, so you ain't smoking. Kick that shit. Get it, and it's done. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, I'm serious. I think because he got a little Doug. I said, your Doug can't come. We're allergic to Doug. You can't have a Doug in my house. You know what I mean? I'm the parent now. You know what I'm saying? This shit it's some weird shit. But it's like I be laughing sometimes because, man, you know, he raised me this way. I'm built for this shit. It's like I'm already ready. Yeah, it's not really ironic. It's just I know my father. He was preparing me for life. And that's how you gotta do your kids. You can't fucking baby them and think shit ain't gonna happen. I take my kids to where the shit gonna happen. Cause I want it to happen. Cause I want you to see that you don't know what the fuck you talking about. And this shit is real. I want to put your face in the shit so you can smell it, taste it. Yeah. Motherfucker, this is reality. Right. This ain't that shit your mother glazing over your eyes with. Nah, nigga, this it right here, motherfucker.
And
you know what I'm saying?
And to piggyback off of what he's saying right now, yo, he's not lying, yo. Like, everything is fucking us up. Now, like case in point, like, this a whole nother subject. What's this? A month ago. Because it's been a month. I'm walking around like everything cool. I'm in the gym every day. I come out. I'm sweaty. I'm leaning outside. It's cold as shit outside. I'm talking shit because I got a strong ass immune system. But what I'm not paying attention to is as you get older, your shit break down. Nigga. Your shit start breaking down.
You might be at 90. Next thing you know, you at 60. You like, what the fuck is going on?
So I'm walking around. So I started noticing. Felt like when I go to lay down and breathe, like I got water right here. Yeah. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on with my breath? Where does phlegm come from? So that's I'm tributing. I'm saying I got phlegm in my chest. So I'm coughing and trying to spit it up, and it ain't really going nowhere. So, you know, do the typical nigga shit. I go get some Mucinex. I go get some shit.
A ginger ale.
Listen. A hottie toddy. I take course Jack in the motherfucker. In my tea, I sweat. I put on a sweatsuit, go to sleep, sweat, phlegm there. I said, okay, this ain't working either. So I was like, all right, let me try one more thing. I'm ginger and turmeric, and I'm putting all this shit in me. And I'm like, yo, I ain't get better. I go take my ass to patient first. These motherfuckers give me a chest x-ray. And it's crazy and how ironic everything is. I had an appointment set up to go see my primary care doctor that Tuesday. This happened on a Sunday. I went right to patient first. It was too bad. It was unbearable. I was like, I gotta go. I said, the lady was like, you got walking pneumonia. She said, what could have happened was
you could have.
She said you could tell how long you had it based off the amount of fluid that's in your lungs. So she's showing me the x-rays. I'm like, what the fuck is that? So then she said, you know what would have happened? She said, it's a good thing. She said, what made you come in? I said, I just didn't, my body just told me to come in. So she was like, I give you 2, maybe 3 weeks. She said, you would have been walking or doing your regular stuff and you probably just would have collapsed and went in a cardiac arrest and no one would have knew what was going on with you. And I was like, are you serious?
And that's the shit that I'm talking about.
And I didn't know nothing about it, but that tied back into it too. I'm going somewhere else with it. Sam ended up getting sick. This nigga had, what did you have, RSV?
I had the RSV shit.
This is listen, man. I'm thinking I had pneumonia, this, that, and the third, but what was funny about the pneumonia that I had the symptoms of COVID. It wasn't regular.
That's all COVID is.
Listen,
it's a harsher form of pneumonia.
This shit was different. I thought I was out of here that first week. When you start giving your peoples your insurance information and shit like that. Shit real. You know what I'm saying? But thank God, you know what I mean? Nigga bounced back. They didn't put, I was on 2 different antibiotics at the same time. And some other shit. And some antibiotic cough syrup and they had me on a bunch of shit. Needless to say, here it is. This a month later. I still having problems breathing. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Like my breathing ain't been the same.
That shit don't go away like that.
I'm like,
that RSV shit had me coughing for 3 weeks.
Man, this shit
just coughing. Like,
listen, man, they try to take us out of here. The fool fucked up. I'm saying all that to say this. The fool fucked up. It seemed like every 2-3 months it's a new disease out this bitch.
And that's all by design.
It's something different and it's made to kill niggas.
Yep. Because population control is a real thing.
Yeah.
And the first motherfuckers on the front line is niggas. Then it's going to go on to the rest of you motherfuckers to thin this motherfucker out.
Listen, man. All I'm going to say is, like, what kill me is when motherfuckers be like, you got to take care of yourself. Motherfucker, I'm taking care of
I just had this conversation because my father was like, he wanted a hamburger. I said, no, that shit dead. Wow. I said, because you can't eat that meat. That's not the meat you grew up on. It's not the same shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not eating that shit. I keep telling you, and this is what I'm telling y'all. You have to start fasting. It's not a fucking game. Fasting will save your life. Not eating will save your life.
I'm doing that shit right now, man.
Research on what fasting does to your body. Not even even at least for 10 hours, 13 hours.
I don't eat again till 10 o'clock. 11 o'clock the next day.
So listen to what I'm saying. If you eat certain shit and you eating right, you can get it down where you only eat once a day. Because we eating unnecessarily.
Right.
Eating is what causes you all of these fucking symptoms and shit that gives you inflammation, arthritis, and all this shit.
Eat to live, don't live to eat.
Yes, we eating for taste because damn, I almost said the bad word. Because you motherfuckers is bored. You want to go to Taco Tuesday tonight and you want to go in a bar. You drinking and eating shit that ain't good for you. And it's taking your body all of it because you don't fucking work out. You don't walk. You don't do shit. You don't do shit. You sit around, talk about each other, and that's all y'all. Half of y'all don't physically work. You working from home, sitting at the bed with your fucking bonnet on, like working. You're not moving around, so you're not getting that shit that you eating out of your fucking system. The only way you're gonna get that shit out of your system is to fast. Cause what happens after 8 to 10 hours of fasting, your body goes in attack mode. It attacks every fucking thing that don't belong in your body, and it gets rid of it. That's what it does. The longer you do it, the more it cleanses your system. Cause you don't need to be eating like you eating. You understand what I'm saying? And then you need some fucking vitamin D. A lot of us are missing iron and vitamin fucking D and zinc because you don't go outside in the sun. You inside under a false light all the time. You're not getting enough sunlight, fresh air.
Listen, when I went to see my my primary care doctor, she explained to me that my vitamin D was so low that she prescribed me some pills that was 50,000 milligrams. She told me take one a week.
And I guarantee you, when you started taking it, you felt totally different.
Yeah, totally different.
You could feel that shit.
I was like, well, what's going on? She was like...
And y'all laughing about men's vitamins, women, but you better take something. You better get them fucking vitamins in your body because you missing a lot of shit. Because chicken don't got it. All you eating is a fucking half a cheesesteak, chicken cheesesteak,
salmon, fresh salmon don't got it. Lamb
and the salmon is not even real.
The
salmon not even swimming in the ocean. They got them swimming in cesspools of eating people's shit. That's what they feeding tilapia and all of that shit. They feeding human shit.
You can't tell nobody shit though. People, you know how that goes.
I'm telling you, show. It's like, yo, it amazes me the shit that people don't know. And then it's like the shit that I post on my page. I'm trying to get you motherfuckers to get a fucking understanding about what the fuck is really going on out this bitch. I tried to eat a fucking chicken box the other day. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking about. I probably ain't ate a chicken box in 10 years.
I'm not gonna lie. Listen.
I bit one wing, yo, and you know what I did with it? I threw that shit out the window and watched the seagulls and the birds eat that shit.
Where you get it from?
Monroe and Baker.
Oh no, hell
It's,
no.
but it's like,
Right.
yo, I just, you know what I mean?
Right. I understand.
I was trying to do something. I was like, I don't want what the fuck. I mean,
It's because of what we be used to
we
being
ain't supposed to
familiar with
eat yellow
shit.
cheese. That shit ain't real.
What?
You ain't supposed to eat yellow cheese. You ain't supposed to eat nothing with yellow number 5 in it
I'm
or
not even gonna
red.
sit here and lie to you,
It's so
fam.
much shit that we not
Nigga
supposed
was
to eat.
born and raised with that shit, right? But you know, like with my age, when I turned 40, is when I started expanding my horizons with different cheeses like Gouda,
Goat,
Munster,
anything fucking, but that shit.
white. You know what I'm saying? Like anything Swiss, and you know what I mean. All I knew was American cheese. That was all I wanted.
And white bread. Nothing white is good
That's
for you.
all I wanted.
When I say nothing, I mean nothing
All I
white
want.
is good for you. Nothing white is good for you. I don't want to fuck what it is. Cocaine, fentanyl,
Yeah.
rice, fucking flour, sugar. Sugar, do your research. Sugar is more addictive than cocaine. It gives you the same symptoms as fucking cocaine. And what you doing? You at Starbucks dumping that shit in your fucking cup. You at Rural Farm, you got control of it. So you over there with the white pot is dumping that motherfucker.
Yo, all of us guilty of that shit though.
I'm
That's
saying
real
it.
shit.
You
like,
going that
all of us-
motherfucker, you in that bitch.
Yo.
Oh, that ain't sweet enough.
Yo,
I gotta hit it again. Wow.
Listen, when I was working for Miles Electric, yo, I swear to God, every morning, yo, wherever site we went to, Royal Farms and 7-Eleven was my shit.
What's one of the worst things for black people to ingest? It's two things that we do on a regular that we don't even pay attention, that we not supposed to fucking ingest.
Well,
It's not good for us.
Well, number
Two
one,
liquids.
Two liquids. Damn.
Coffee and fucking beer. Do your research. We're not supposed to drink ale. Ale is not good for you. It causes, and anybody with melanin, it causes inflammation. That's what it does, right? Chocolate. You gotta watch what you're doing when you eat your chocolate. You can't eat a whole bunch of caffeine, sodas, and all that shit. It's not good for you. It causes inflammation. We all think, oh, I got arthritis. No, motherfucker. Arthritis is not something that's passed down from kin to kin. It's the food and shit that you're ingesting, the things that you're drinking, the shit that you're eating.
I just found out
is.
I just found out that people
All
catch
disease,
gout from eating fucking
nigga.
beef.
You can catch gout from any fucking thing because it's basically anything that's acidic. It causes a calcium buildup in your body. It's not good for you. I have gout. I'm telling you this shit because the funniest shit happened to me is when I found out I had gout. My aunt was laughing at me, right? She said, "Oh, he got it." I said, "He got what? What the fuck is y'all talking about?" My whole family got this shit. No seafood, no coffee, no chocolate. And I went to the doctors, and the doctor said, "What?" She had a pen, a pen. She was writing it down. She said, "What's your regular routine every day?" I said, "Well, I gotta have a Hershey with almonds. That's my shit. I gotta have one of them." "Oh, you drink coffee?" "Yeah, I gotta have a cup of coffee in the morning. It's cold out there, bitch. I gotta go to work." "What you drink?" I said, "Well, you know, so I don't drink hard liquor because I drink Maker's Mark, which is 90 proof liquor. I drink Jack Daniels, and I drink and at the time I was drinking Coronas because I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna get a Corona, you know, throw a little grenadine in there. That'll keep me from drinking a hard liquor." And the whole time, I'm fucking myself up. I'm wondering why every fucking 2 weeks I got a cane, nigga. I'm out this bitch on crutches because my knee won't even bend. I'm waking up, my foot the size of my fucking head. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And I'm thinking this because I got all these injuries and shit, right?
That's the first thing you do. You psych yourself out.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm seriously thinking. I'm like, damn, yo, what's going on?
Psych
All of my
yourself
injuries,
out.
wherever I got shot, I done got busted in the head with a bat, like fucked my ankle up, riding dirt bikes. And it's like, then as I start learning, because this was breaking this down to my father. Okay, so say you have an old injury, right? And then you eating something that inflames your body. It goes to the weakest parts. The weakest parts of your body is wherever you had injuries. That's why your hands swell up, your wrists, you get caught. It's all kinds of shit.
And it's crazy because I got big hands and I done broke my hands and my knuckles.
And it go to anywhere where you had an injury. It's gonna cause all this
Motherfuckers
the
be looking at you
inflammation
like,
there.
"Why your hands so motherfucking big? They look swollen." And I be like, "No, they just big hands." Then motherfuckers be like, "Nah, bro, your shit looks swollen."
I'm sitting there talking to the doctor. She turned the list around, right? She got a checklist. She showed me this paper, all of the shit that you should not eat. And it was all the shit that I was eating on a daily basis. And it was funny because the minute I stopped eating it, and then I started fasting, I got tough on myself Whereas though I was to the point I was taking shit to
A lot of
work. I was
self-control
eating
and
like
discipline.
a fucking rabbit. You know what I'm saying? Like now, I eat like a rabbit. I'm gonna tell you what I eat for fun. If I go in the house and I'm hungry, I take bell peppers and I cut bell peppers up, raw onions, and maybe green peppers, cucumbers, shit like that.
Oh,
No
yeah, cucumber
lettuce.
salad.
And I not even a salad, nigga. I just eat that shit. And then I ain't hungry no more. Like you gotta know what your body is missing as a person. You need to get you got to get your blood work done to see what essential vitamins that you're missing. And then you need to find out what food has that particular vitamin. That's the one you need to be eating that shit. And that goes to not eating just because you want to fucking eat. You need to be eating to fucking live. You know what I'm saying? I stopped drinking. The minute I stopped drinking, I dropped 15, 20 pounds like it wasn't nothing. That shit just went away. And that's all because of inflammation. That's all alcohol does is cause inflammation. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is the shit that we don't know about. Yeah. We do all this casual shit, and then you can't be weak. You can't succumb to peer pressure. Like my friends always tell me, hey, like, yo, you one of the strongest niggas I know. If I say I ain't doing something, I ain't doing it. Yeah. I'm about fucking 80,000 niggas in front of me, and you offer me $100,000, and I know I ain't supposed to do that shit. I ain't doing it. You know what I mean? Niggas look at me like I'm crazy, and then you know what happened? Your energy spills off into your circle. All my friends stopped drinking. Cause you know why? Because I'm the type of person that if Sam doing that shit, that we gonna go find out what the fuck on real. We gonna research. Oh yeah, yo, that shit, yo, I feel totally different. Yeah, motherfucker, cause you ain't drinking.
Comment. She said, "What do y'all think about plant-based foods?"
You got to be careful with that because a lot of the plant-based food have too much salt for black people. This is another thing we gotta do. We gotta get off the white man's chart. We gotta stop looking at their blood pressure, their sugar levels. What
our weight should be.
Yeah, we are not them, like and they are not us. We are not the same.
We are genetically different. Like our genes and our structure, the way we built, all that shit different.
They have more ammonia and like acid and acidic system than we do. That's why they can break down milk and fucking meat, and that's why they eat like that. Like we can't eat like them. Just the same way we can't eat like Oriental people. They eat a lot of raw shit. Our body over the periods of time is not developed just the enzymes and shit that they got in their fucking stomach to break the food down because they've been eating that way forever. You know what I'm saying? And you laughing and shit, but you really need to be eating nuts and fucking berries and fruits and herbs. That's what the fuck you supposed to be eating. But we don't know that though. You know why? Because every fucking corner store, they follow a regimen. Whatever the white man want them to sell to us is what they're gonna fucking sell to us. Because they made a pact behind the closed doors with these motherfuckers to do what they allowed them to do because that's what they want them to do.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? We think it's a game. You wonder why there's a fucking liquor store on every fucking corner and it's owned by Punjab and nothing. You know what I'm saying? Every fucking Subway, every Dunkin' Donut. You think that shit is a game? Do you think them people just sitting around saying, no, America then gave them the green light. They give them a visa. They get money. They get all kinds of shit to come over here and sell shit to us. We don't think it's real though. Why the fuck we can't do it? Because why every time we do it, what happened? We get the big hand. No, you can't do it. Get out of here. I know, I'm telling you from experience. It took me a year to open my store. I used to own a store, right? Took me a year fighting the neighborhood. I had to politics, all kinds of shit I had to go through just to open a fucking store in my neighborhood. Then I come to find out that the lady that was running the neighborhood association, K. Swift grandmother, Miss Edgerton, she was getting paid by the fucking motherfuckers that owned the chicken store. You see what I'm saying? To not allow me to open because I was at the bottom of the hill. They was at the top. And they know, I had a little pull. I'm from the hood. So they think everybody's going to fucking support me.
Up there and come down there.
Yeah. And she was getting paid under the table, yo. On every corner I took, yo, I swear to God, yo, they was busting me upside the head, nigga. And that was the beginning of my journey into legitimate businesses and knowing how the world really worked. And then it's like, all of the teachings that my father taught me and the shit that he put in my head, I just start working it. You know what I'm saying? It's not a game, yo, and that's what made me really fucking get my shit together. Here, tell you, yo, you should come to my store, yo. You couldn't buy nothing from me without reading a Willie Lynch speech. I don't need your money, nigga. I need you to have some knowledge. of yourself and what the fuck is going on out here. Because this shit is real. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas think it's a game. Go downtown. I sent my man. They Trini, right? They look like Indian people. Well, they are Indians, right? He from Northern Pulaski. But he put his I said, yo, put your khakis on, you know, do your whole shit. I took him down to City Hall. And at that time, you used to could go and see the models of the city and what the city was going to look like. So this is when the computer screens first came out, the big ones, and they started using them. So I got on my dirty, you know, if y'all know me personally, you know I'm always in work clothes. I got my work clothes on. I sent him in the office because he didn't believe me. I said, go in the office and I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. I said, she going to show you everything. Then I'm going to come in there and watch what happens. Goes in, I said, ask them about any zip code that come to your mind, and they're going to show you. Oh, this is what the plans is for this neighborhood, and this is what we got. They got tables like this with diagrams and models set up with how the buildings, how they want it to look. And then she was like, well, look, this is new. We got the computer. She turned the whole screen around and showing them the shit. So I come in, and I said, I told you. When she looked up and saw it was me, turned the whole screen around. We can't show you this. We're not supposed to show you this. You know why? Because they don't want us to know nothing. Because if you know shit, knowledge is power. Today, I went to the auction and I went to buy a house that's next to one of my properties. I wound up getting it too. And today was the first day I actually sat in an auction to buy a property since 1998. And it's the same motherfuckers there. The same auction houses, AJ Billing, Express Auction, Ashton. A lot of y'all don't know. You go to these auctions. Do you know these people been in business since slavery? Auctioneer is no black auction houses. I'm telling you, anytime you hang around me, I'm gonna teach you some shit. Cause you be supporting shit that you have no fucking clue of who running it, where it came from, where the money go, none of that shit. You don't know nothing about nothing. You going and supporting all of these things and you not realizing who running it and where the money going. And why these same motherfuckers that got their foot on your neck, they the ones, because you supporting them. You supporting Dolce & Gabbana, Versace. You supporting them motherfuckers. They the people that's playing these political motherfuckers because they in the back room making deals and saying, okay, why don't you buy this stock in this private prison and we gonna run the music industry and make these niggas go back and forth to prison like a revolving door and we gonna get paid off of it. But y'all don't know that though. You know what I mean? Because you look at somebody like us and we try to tell you something, but you look at it like this nigga think he know every fucking thing. But then here it is when the shit pop off and it happened, you run into me. I done told you this shit 10 years ago. Somebody asked me today, they was like, yo, at the auction. Damn, yo, you I said, yeah. And I'm telling the dude, I said, yo, I've been buying houses since they was in the back of the newspaper, nigga. Like you niggas just I'm getting to the point where some of the niggas I seen in there, we've been buying houses so long that this shit that they getting to do, it took us 20 years to get to that. We had to work to get to that. Nobody wasn't telling us what to do. Nobody wasn't lending us no money. None of that shit, nigga. We had to build that shit up. You know what I'm saying? And you was like, we got a wealth of knowledge. And me and the guy was talking and I was like, it makes me angry that you got all of these sports players and all these black people with money, but none of them buying their hood. And he said something. He was like, maybe my man was having a conversation. Maybe they just signed something where they can't do that, which is true. And my play on that is that they always gotta sign something with somebody. Somebody is managing their money. They don't own their money. Michael Jordan is not in control of his money. He has to go and ask the lawyer or whoever the fuck is running the money, give me $1 million.
And then he got to.
What you doing it for?
Yeah, what it's for.
What you doing? That's not a good idea. Oh, nah, we not going to release that to you. Niggas think that shit is a game. The niggas that really started spending money was the niggas that was in control of their money. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of niggas not in control of their money. So 2 motherfuckers should be able to go and buy West Baltimore. Everything that's empty. Why the fuck can't you? You got millions of dollars. You can, even if you're a multimillionaire, you got access to money. Because you have money, it allows you to borrow money from other motherfuckers. Yeah. You got the power to pool motherfuckers together to go do shit. So why you not doing it? I don't understand that. No inner city should look the way it is with all of these motherfuckers we got making all these millions of dollars. How come they not buying their whole fucking neighborhoods? Slim Doug did it.
Yeah, Slim
Like
Doug.
you that's what I'm trying to tell
He
you. Like
partnered with some other niggas in
that's
his
what I'm trying to
hood.
tell you. And that's
They
another
got
thing we not
together.
doing. We not cultivating relationships. You can have 5 niggas running the same race and nobody helping nobody get to the finish line.
Because
But we all got the same goal to get to the same place.
That crab in the burrow ass mentality city we live in. We
And
live in a
that's
crab in
been
a
back
burrow-ass
on
city.
to cultivating your relationships with the people around you for motherfuckers to be able to take care of you in the end. Because the end coming, my
Yeah,
nigga. The end coming.
You're
my
not
nigga.
lying, but like I say this all the time, man. We live in a city where if you make $1 over
the
rent
rent.
money,
Mm.
motherfucker hate you or don't like you or you this or you that. They got something to say.
I get
Oh,
angry.
he this or he.
I
oh,
get
he
angry
that.
at myself sometimes because I'm at the age where I done went through so much paper that it's so much shit that I didn't do for myself. And like this goes back to me talking about sacrifices. I got fucking kids in college, man. Imagine if I was out here fucking off with a Benz and fucking 8 different bitches and I wouldn't be in a position because it don't last. Like that shit brings, that's like being Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and you in the hood. Like, I don't want that type of attention, nigga. You know what I mean? That's like Baby New Year's taking his hat off. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, niggas don't get that, though. But they want that. That's the attention they want. They want to be the nigga in the barbershop getting his hair cut. I'm watching the young man. He's sitting there counting his money in a chair. And the whole time I'm saying to myself, boy, if this was back in the day, nigga would have came in here and not even pulled the gun out and just took that shit from you. You know what I mean? But you think you doing something, showing off and shitting on the niggas around you when you supposed to be building up your people. Man.
And again,
Not
that
tearing
ties
them down.
back into the topic. The topic for y'all that missed it or don't know what we was talking about, we talking about who gonna take care of you.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be a time when all of us, you gotta get taken care of.
And
You ain't gonna be able
we
to do
really
shit on
talking
your
to
own.
people that's 40 and 50. Because like I said the other day, if you 50, your parents is either 65 to 75 years of age or a little bit older.
Older. Absolutely.
And you're at the time period where you have to take care of them. Ain't no every friend that I get a phone call from is saying the same thing. Yo, I gotta go take my mother. I gotta go do like the other day I was DJing. I had to fucking leave because my kids, they was at the house with my dad, but they was about to go hang out. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go fucking house. I can't stay here and watch the whole party. You know what I mean? Do nothing. I gotta take my ass home. You know what I mean? It's like it's your responsibility. He did it for you. They did it for you. They wiped your ass. You know what I mean? They make sure your little snotty nose, dirty ass was clean. And you had what you need. You need to reciprocate that shit, man.
At the end of the day, man, before we get out of here, I'm gonna leave y'all with this, man. Any relationships that you need to repair, and I'm speaking in terms of with children or people that you fuck with, that you hold near and dear to your heart, that you fuck with for real. If y'all beefing, got some minute shit going on, man, squash that shit.
Yeah, fix that shit.
Fix that shit, man. Because it ain't worth it. Like, at the end of the day, I tell people I'm in a different space in my life right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not this super duper holy roller dude, but at the same time, I'm not no cruddy bad nigga either. All I'm saying to you is, if you got the opportunity to mend a relationship with somebody, mend that shit. Especially if it's worth mending though. Because you might have
There's
been
some shit in life you gotta let go. Let it go.
I'm gonna tell you what somebody told me. Everybody can't ride with you on your journey.
They're not supposed
They're not supposed to. So if it's fixable and it's legible, patch that shit up, man. Fix that shit.
Yeah, and start thinking about your future, man. At this age, man, if you're not thinking about your future, something wrong with you. Because you're going to blink your eyes, motherfucker, and you're going to need glasses. Because, like, now, I need glasses. It's like I damn near refuse to put them on today.
If you've been watching this show, I started without my glasses. I started squinting too much looking at these phones. I had to put my fucking glasses on.
The other
I'm
night when it was
older
raining,
now.
nigga.
I
The
wear these.
other night when it was raining, I was driving, nigga. I swear to God, I couldn't see a motherfucking thing. All I saw was bright red
Right.
lights, and I was looking at the white marks on the highway, nigga. And I made it to where I was going at until it stopped raining. But it's real, man. We at the age where it's time to take a lot of shit serious. If you ain't already doing it, like really, you should have. If you're getting a couple dollars or got a couple dollars, you should look into you having a trust fund. You know what I mean? Because that's another thing we fuck up with the bread. We don't know how to work it. And make sure you're in a position setting up shit for if your kids do have to take care of you, that they can do it
Right.
with your help financially from whatever you doing. You know what I mean? And to the brothers out here, man, for real. I don't give a fuck if you gotta work 2 jobs, my nigga. Work a job or something, man, so you can get some type of social security or something.
Something
You
to
know what
fall
I'm
back
saying? 'Cause
on, man.
it's real, yo. When I say this shit is real, this is when ain't nobody coming to see you, my nigga. When you in that wheelchair sitting in front of that window and that type of shit.
And
like,
you
this
gotta
some
think
real
some
shit.
older people die from depression or
Yeah.
being miserable and lonely,
Yeah.
man. You don't want to be that. Don't be that person.
And I'm still the same kid. When my father talk, I listen. Even if it's a story I done heard 80 times,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Let him get it out.
Don't be so stubborn. I'm gonna end it on this note. Don't be so stubborn and so big headed that you can't take advice from a motherfucker, especially if they talking sensible. Me, I'm the type of person I listen to any and everybody if it makes sense. If it makes sense to me, stay here. If you talking just to be hearing yourself talk, that shit going one ear and out the other. But what I'm saying is, don't be so big headed that if somebody drop a jewel on you, you too good to not take it or whatever the case may be. And on that note, this has been the Bro Show with Big Rob.
It's your boy Samuel Speaks.
And we appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all check us back next Tuesday, 7:30. It is what it is.